Goeiemiddag Graad 4, hoe gaan dit met julle? Ek mis julle verskriklik baie. We're going to be looking at some Toekomende today. Last term, we learned about verlede tyd, which is het and ge. Toekomende is future tense, so it's something that has still got to happen. There's one little magic word that we use with Toekomende and that word is called sal. You put sal in the place of the verb, and the verb moves to the end of the sentence. Good news, there's no ge. So let's quickly look at the rule for Toekomende tyd. Toekomende tyd is future tense. Here's the rule. You put sal in the place of the verb, and the verb moves to the end of the sentence, and it does not get a ge. So, if I say the word Toekomende tyd starts with a ta. If we see the word Toekomende tyd, remember we use sal. Now that's easy to remember because S and T are together in the alphabet. Toekomende tyd gets a sal. Sal gets in the place of the verb. The verb walks to the end of the sentence, but this time that verb does not get a ge. So, when we did stompie last week and last term, and we're going to do some more stompie this week, we remember, where do I find my verb? I find my verb after my subject. Sometimes the subject is one thing, like ma, of pa, of ek, of oma. Sometimes the subject is more than one word, soos die kind, 'n hond, my oma, hulle tannie. Just remember, always to go look for my verb. What I want you to do for me when you do these sentences is I want you to draw a little square around your verb. Don't worry, we're not going to do this forever. It's just until we learn where the verb is, or just until we learn what we've got to look for. So now look what I've done. I said, pa sny die gras. If I look back at stompie, where do I find my verb? After the subject. So the subject in the sentence is pa. Where do I find my verb? Next to pa. Can you guys see that I have drawn a square around the word sny? So pa sny die gras. What is the rule? I put sal in the place of the verb. Pa sal die gras, and look at my verb, moves to the end of the sentence without a ge. Let's look at another example. Ma bak 'n koek. Mom bakes a cake. What is my verb? The verb is bak. Remember, I don't know why I'm saying verb in English, want ons het geleer van 'n werkwoord. Hey. We know that a verb is a werkwoord. So ma bak 'n koek. What do I put? First of all, I put a square around my verb. What do I put in the place of my verb? Sal. Ma sal. What happens to the verb? It walks to the end of the sentence without a ge. So, ma bak 'n koek. Ma sal 'n koek bak. All right. Let's look at another example. Richard lees 'n boek. Richard reads a book. My verb of my werkwoord is lees. What do I put in the place of the verb? I put sal. What happens to my verb? Moves to the end of the sentence without a ge. So, Richard lees 'n boek. Richard sal 'n boek lees. Can you see, the only thing that happens is that I put sal in the place of the verb, and the verb moves to the end of the sentence without a ge. Righto, I want you to do this one for me. George, kyk gou televisie. Can you please send me a voice note in which you do George, kyk gou televisie? You can do it on the group. Give me the answer to that one. George, kyk gou televisie. I'm going to wait for your answers. Righto, guys. I hope that you can do that one sentence for me. Once I've heard from all of you, I'm going to post your worksheet online for you on the WhatsApp group, and I've given you one stompie as well. Can I just quickly explain what I want you to do for me with the stompie sentence? I'll explain that later. You've got one sentence for me that I want you to do for me, please, and it is, you've got it. I don't know where it is, but George, kyk gou televisie. See if you can do that one for me. Please send me a voice note. Remember, I'm waiting for all of you to answer me. Please do this work for me to the best of your ability. Once I've heard from all of you today already, if you can listen to the lesson and do that for me, I can post the worksheet for you. Ek's baie lief vir julle. Miss you lots. See you soon. Bye-bye.